Welcome back to the No Shave Man Cave. This show is the special show for Wrestlemania 41. We're gonna go through the cards for both nights and we're gonna try to make it interesting because, boy, there's some things here that's just filler. Let's go. All right, everybody, welcome back to the No Shave Man Cave. Now, before we head to the show, please share, like, and subscribe. Today, I am joined by the three wise men of wrestling. Is that what I called you last time? Yes, probably.
Yep, I like it.
My name is Tony Allen, and I have here Justin Outlaw, Jtilly, and Elliejare. How you guys doing?
Outstanding.
I'm doing good. Until I have to watch this card.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see how you feel after watching all this overcrowded stuff.
To be fair, we should let Elliejare go last so he could bring us all back up.
Okay, yeah, positivity.
Oh well, this show is different from the other one. There's no really no time limit or order. We're just gonna go to the card. We're just gonna see. Actually, if there is some parts of the card that we just don't care, we're just gonna skip it, man.
I'm serious, what my mother said: if you don't have something good to say, don't say anything at all.
Well, there's gonna be a lot of silence in this episode.
I mean, that's not. I got to talk about all of these. Are you kidding me? I got something to say about every single.
All right,
it's been fantastic.
Well, can we start? Can we start with the Chelsea Green match, please? Let's go.
All right, go ahead, man. Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green match?
No, there isn't.
Yes,
exactly.
Travesty.
Sorry, there's no Karrion Kross. What's up, Cross? There's no freaking Chelsea Green. Whatever.
How do you have WrestleMania without all your champions?
Especially the one that is dedicated to honoring our country.
Exactly.
And she is so over. She's got her own secret service, for God's sakes.
It's the Secret Hervis.
Yeah, but you see the Secret Hervis match on SmackDown? Maybe that's why she's not on the show.
All right, Tony. What's the first thing we got to talk about?
All right. Well, the first thing you already guys talked about is who is missing from the card, and apparently it's one of the champions.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely insane.
Yeah,
isn't it? I mean, and Chelsea's so over. She's so entertaining. Like, if this was an actual pay-per-view, and you left her off, I would say that you were leaving money on the table, literally. Now, because it's a PLE, I think people will still tune in or not. But, like, literally, one of my favorite WWE performers is Reclusa from Lucha Underground. She's amazing. Yep. This run has been great. She's super entertaining. She can go in the ring. She can do... and you could have started a feud with her like that.
Yeah.
Like, just anything. Anything. Zelina Vega, I don't care. Why is she not on the card?
And to be honest with you, with the end of the Zelina Vega Chelsea Green match, I thought they were going to put it on WrestleMania. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe they'll push these two.
Maybe it's a pre-show match or something, but I don't understand why you wouldn't wheel her out there.
Yeah.
Wait, there's going to be a pre-show on this thing?
Oh, probably.
Like a hour zero, hora cero?
Yeah, there usually is.
Zero Mania? Ooh. Zero Miedo? Nah,
Zero Mania.
Zero Mania. I don't know. They could have put it on the Jade Cargill, Naomi versus Chelsea Green. I mean, you already have like 50 people in each match, so who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm disappointed to not see Karrion Kross on there. I know he's getting his moment over at Bloodsport, and I think he's pretty happy about that. And I was there for his big WrestleMania moment last year, but he's a homie, and I think that he could get really over if they give him the right moments, and I know he's not afraid to do the job, so I wish he was on the card in some aspect, but realistically, everybody can't be on the card, and he hasn't, character-wise really done enough. So
could have made another triple threat somewhere.
Okay, so now, we're gonna start with the card now. And I guess we can talk about like if there is enough build, or if there is a build, or if we cared. So let's say the women's WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. See how can I do the Rodriguez? Perfect. Okay. Versus Bailey and Lyra Valkyria. That one I cannot do so much. is this does this matter? Is this anything going to change after this? Is this building the women's tag team division? What thoughts? What's up?
I think it's a good match.
I think the match is good. I don't think it's going to change anything, though. I think you're going to get a bullshit finish with Bayley and, Lyra falling out, and then you're going to start a program with those two for that title. I don't think anything is going to change.
I could see them putting the belts on the two of them because Liv and Raquel don't need them, but maybe they do. I don't know. But I wish that this match had not been made like 2 days ago.
Right.
Because honestly, of the things that are going on with the women, I think this stuff is more compelling. The little back and forth with the Lyra and Bayley stuff that really was not mattering before, they actually did a little decent job. But if they had done this right after Royal Rumble and kind of given me a slow burn into this would actually have been a marquee matchup. This could have been something. So I'll give them points. Like maybe it's some last minute thinking or whatever, but maybe it's good last minute planning. Maybe this is one of the last minute ones that I'm okay with.
Yeah, the historic 50-50 booking of your mid-card champions and having, they're in a tournament and they end up losing, both the U.S. and the Intercontinental Champion both lost that week. And you were like, what on earth is going on here? And like Justin was saying, the infighting, I think, is going to be a bigger story than the result of the match. So if Bayley and Lyra end up winning, then that means that Liv is going to go back into a program for the world title, or something's going to happen where Raquel Rodriguez ends up getting into a program to become the Intercontinental Champion. So it'll, but I do think there'll be a fallout between Bayley and Lyra, and Liv and Rodriguez end up keeping the titles.
Why would she want the Intercontinental title? It doesn't mean anything. The Intercontinental and the U.S. title on the women's side, neither one are defending their titles at WrestleMania.
Because she's a sort of a Scott Hall meets Diesel sort of character.
Yeah.
And that she could play on that.
But
sort of like how Dominic
that
has been hinting toward the Intercontinental title. So
Yep. And we lost this guy. Before we move on from this one, because we have 25 more matches to go through, are you looking forward to this match or not?
Yeah, I'll watch this. I won't skip this. This will not be a bathroom break for me. I'll watch this one. Right. I'm not invested, but I'm mildly interested.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll probably watch this one too. It's not one where I'll get up and walk away.
Okay, we're going to go back and see if we all going to watch this because, somebody has to go and, use the toilet or grab some snacks. All right, Elliejare, are you going to watch this?
Yeah, I'll probably tune in because you'll be able to check the match and feel how it's going to go, and I'll catch the finish.
All right. Well, as you know, I'm more of a casual WWE watcher. I don't know how. I really don't. Like it will be almost impossible for me to watch SmackDown, right? So some of these bills, I don't know. Like yes, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre, Sin City Street Fight. I can already tell you they made this up like 15 days ago, and that's where they threw the Street Fight name on it. Am I wrong?
I think you're right.
Yeah, you're spot on.
See, that's what I'm saying. How a street fight is supposed to be personal? How do we get here?
No, we didn't get here. That's the whole thing. We did not get here. And Damian Priest was on a nice hot ticket run. From the second they moved him over to SmackDown, it wasn't leaving the Judgment Day. People were like, "Oh, he left the Judgment Day and he's whack now." No, he got moved to SmackDown and he is irrelevant. I'm so sorry, Damian. You were a former champ. You had a nice run. The face turn was good stuff.
Same with Drew.
And Drew, like Drew's mic work and everything he's been doing. I was not much of a Drew fan. I loved his stuff with Punk. I liked some of the stuff he did after. But this ain't it. I blame Road Dogg. but this will be a pass for me. This will be a bathroom break.
Yep.
This will be I don't care if they fall from the sky in a whatever. I don't care. Like, there's nothing they can do that's going to make me interested in this match.
Yeah, I think
had
Go
they
ahead.
tried to do the build up, bringing back the whole Wrestlemania, and then Priest sort of picking fun that your 5 minute long championship reign was historic, blah 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 blah. You could have built toward that, but it's just been like, he had an eye patch for a little while, and all of a sudden Priest is in trouble. You're like, oh well, shit. How do we?
Real glass, cry me a river.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess it's a pass for everyone. Is this it? Is this it?
So I'm not going to say pass. I'll probably watch it
Ooh.
just because I think both of them will put the work in. But it's not one of those like, oh my God, I can't wait to see this match. It's going to be that. I mean, I'm going to watch them all because, spoiler alert, we're going to live stream it. We're going to watch it along. So I'll watch them all. But this one is not one where I'll be like, oh, what's going on my phone?
Right.
I'll probably be a little vested in this one just because I think both of them can put in the work.
Well, I might not be looking at this while you guys are we're live streaming. I might play some Nintendo when this is going on because I have no clue
have my
why
Switch
this
here.
is happening. I'm putting on my Switch for real. So I'm gonna say two guys are not gonna watch it. One yes. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's move on because this is infinite.
I like the
AJ's
pass, not pass idea. That's how we should probably get through all 50 matches.
I think it should be is it Switch, Nintendo Switch, or watch the match.
Yes.
AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. Damn,
I'll watch
I think I want to watch this. Yeah,
I do too.
This is gonna be a lot of people flying from like the top rope and just like colliding mid-air or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I
think this will be a good show.
Look, I don't care what anybody says about Logan Paul. He's one of my favorite new wrestlers of the last 4 years. I mean,
we're just complaining that he's a dick, bro. We're not talking about his in-ring style. Like, we just
yeah, but I don't
guy.
I don't expect the people that entertain me to be my idols. I don't expect them to be good people. I don't have that qualification for the people that entertain me. I just don't. I've learned
Right.
better. Like, I idolized John Jones at one point, and then it was like, maybe that wasn't a good call. So now, yes, I enjoy the crap out of John Jones fights. I'll pay a $70, $80 fee to watch John Jones on UFC. I'll pay $70, $80 to watch Logan Paul in WWE. I'm not going to follow his politics. I'm not going to follow his podcast. I'm not going to follow this, that, or the other thing. I don't
watch
care.
His new show on HBO.
I'm not drinking his juice.
I'm not show on HBO. Well,
that's right, because he's in bed with the AEW people. What?
Yeah,
No, he's in bed
there's
with
an HBO Logan Paul family show like the Kardashians.
Yeah,
oh wow.
Yeah,
and AJ Styles, come on, are you kidding me? Like, and here's the thing about these two guys. I guarantee you they're actually already working things out for that match, because that's what Logan Paul does. He trains for a match. He writes the match. He comes up with the stuff. And from what I understand, he is a mensch backstage. He talks to the boys. He asks for their input. He says, how do I do this next big spot? Like, can I do this? And then times when they've told him, hey, you shouldn't be doing that, he's backed off of stuff. So I mean, come on, AJ. Like, if AJ gives Logan Paul a little bit of that X Division love from back in the day and teaches him a couple of things, let's go. Let's go.
And if you're watching Monday Night Raw, you definitely are going to want to tune into this match, because there's going to be some revenge Sunday night when AJ Styles and Logan Paul go 1-on-1. It's going to be, I'll be watching this one for sure.
Yeah, I will definitely be watching this one as well. That is one that I look for. I think it's gonna be amazing. Just you know what? Logan Paul. Maybe he just should start his intro. Should be like in a cemetery with a whole bunch of bodies over there. It's just like.
I will say this: I'm glad that they bailed on Logan Paul CM Punk, because I had heard that was a possibility.
Wow!
Before everything got ironed out and all the schedules lined up with all the top dogs, and then they really decided to give CM Punk his thing. Because if you go back to when Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble and listen to Michael Cole's call where he says,
"Oh, we're not clapping."
that
Easter.
that
we'll get there, brother. We will get
that
there.
Jay is officially main event status because he will be going
Yep.
to the main event in WrestleMania. Something changed along the lines, and part of that change was CM Punk not wrestling Logan Paul anymore. That would have also been great because I think their promos would have carried WrestleMania season to a great place. The match probably wouldn't have been as good as this AJ Styles match is going to be, though. Let's be honest.
Okay, so
100%.
that's 4 yeses. All right, next one. It's this is on night one. This is still considered. This is an undercard, of course. So Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Pass or Nintendo Switch or watch?
This is a tough one for me. I love what Naomi's doing, hate what Jade's doing. So I will probably pass. Like, I don't know that I'll be that vested in this match at all. Yeah, that's all I got.
Wow, the silence is
Yeah.
amazing. What the hell, man?
yeah.
Come
Well-
on, somebody got to talk on this.
No, I'll tell you my opinion is Naomi. I was not a big fan of Naomi when she was doing the neon gimmick, when she was champ and coming in and doing
I like
a
the
moonwalk
intro.
bit or whatever. I just was like, whatever. I don't care what this woman is doing. Don't
Mhm.
care if she's a Fatu now. Don't care. Trin, sorry, hun. You just weren't it for me. But that heel turn, wow.
Yep.
Just
that has been good.
aces. I will go to the end of the earth watching whatever she does. I agree. Not big on what Jade Cargill's doing right now, but I am curious to see if her time off, aka sneaking in the back door at the PC to learn how to actually wrestle, did her any good, and to see if she can actually go and hang with a real ace like Naomi now. And I just wish Trin all the best on this whole run. I hope to God they do something good with her, because I don't know if I see her beating Jade here. Like, can you have her beat your
No.
expensive monster that came over from AEW? I mean, they had Jade look at the lights a few weeks ago.
That's
But-
true.
But like, man, Naomi did so good with this heel turn. Are they going to bury her? And that makes me interested for the match. Like, now I'm kind of invested in
crap.
this outcome of like, damn, are they going to bury Naomi after this, or are they going to give her a little love on this great heel turn? Like, did that heel turn going so well maybe change some things in the back? Because Jade is hot garbage. We'll see. And I like Jade too. Like, as a character in entertainment status, sure, great. She's great on weekly TV and whatnot. Big pay-per-view matches.
Yeah, I was just
She's a
thinking.
good squasher.
Yeah, it's Brock Lesnar. It's the Brock Lesnar
Yep.
thing. It's just like, but Brock Lesnar could like actually wrestle people for hours. I don't know. You know, when we mentioned this, I was like thinking it's like the NASCAR idea, right? Like you just go and see if there's a car crash. I don't know. That's what I think. Like it might be like an amazing match, or it may I don't know. It might be something that we will talk about forever because something went wrong or something like that, right? So
Right.
maybe I do want to watch just because of that, but not because I even know what's going on, because like I said, I'm not that invested. So
Yeah, I think like what Justin was saying, the promo work that Naomi's been doing, the heel work is just pure money, and Naomi is ready. Jade is not. This elevates Naomi to the next level, and I'll watch this match only because I want to see what Naomi's going to do to Jade. And I say Jade's looking at the lights at the end of the match. So.
Just an ace heel turn, though, man. It's pure Thanos, the bad guy that doesn't know they're the bad guy because they think they have good intentions, and Naomi is giving that all the heat, like real investment in that heel turn. It's good stuff, man.
So should we say that we have 4 watches, but some of them are reluctant, like not really, reluctantly?
I think I'm
watching.
the only one that's invested.
Yes,
because my level is pass, watch, invested.
There you go.
Wow.
So
Okay,
I'm at invested with this match. I'm
at
not just going
watch.
to watch it. I'm actually
I'm
invested.
at a watch. Yeah.
All right. Okay. The
Good
next one
criteria.
is, I don't know. Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. Is that pass?
Pass.
Okay, so what happened here? Like, I know we passed, right? But what happened here? Wasn't this supposed to be like a thing with Phoenix, or wasn't this supposed to be like a thing with Penta, and then they just got like moved to the side? Is am I wrong here in my
No,
assumption?
you're not wrong. It was going to be a Penta thing, and in the back, that wasn't the direction they wanted to take Penta.
Right.
Which I think is great for him. I think it's shitty for Rey Mysterio. And I love Chad Gable. This Grande Americano guy,
yeah.
I don't even like Starbucks that much.
First, actually, and I've heard first, like, there's some people really mad here in Mexico about this thing.
I bet.
Yeah, like, yeah, I had a conversation. I'm not gonna say who, but youth.
I'll tell you right now. I have a post on my X feed right now that says that this is the equivalent of modern day blackface. I think it is cultural appropriation. I think they need to lose the entire thing. I find it flat out offensive, and I love Chad Gable, and I get it, and but it feels very Vince McMahon 1997. Yes. I think it needs to go away.
Wow.
Yeah, some people are saying they cannot wait for those PLEs to come to Mexico. Okay, yeah, for real. Okay, next one, it's War Riders versus the New Day.
Pass.
Yeah, I think it's a pass.
I wish it wasn't a pass. Like the War Raider guys.
You just want to watch everything, dude.
No, I'm gonna pass. I'm not gonna care about this match. I'm not invested. There's nothing there for me. But all the people in the match, God, these guys are lifers and they dedicate so much time and energy to the business. I want to be behind them, but I'm not. Sorry, guys.
Exactly.
Yeah, pass.
Yeah, New Day wins a historic title reign, and
it's a championship
shows
match.
Up.
Yep. Yeah, I did not even care that much.
And I think the War Raiders have to drop here. They've been so banged up. I mean, these guys are pretty much at the tail end of their careers, from what I understand now. They're going to go and teach at the PC and do some other stuff. Like, the company's going to protect these guys, and they let them keep the belts for a long time. I mean, you barely see them on TV.
Yeah. I'm watching.
Okay, so 3-1. All right. Well, hey, there's gotta be somebody keeping the light on. Okay, this is on night 2. This is supposed to be a co-main event, apparently. So this is Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's World Championship. Are we watching? Are we passing? I am
watching, but not vested.
Yeah,
I'm watching though.
Yeah, watching. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, watch.
Pass.
Jesus, go ahead. Why?
Wow.
I hate the Women's World Championship.
Don't care. They have made me not care. They have made me so uninvested. I don't. Being squeaky, whiny bitches, which is the way I think they're writing them, is not a story. It's not professional for these wrestlers.
Yeah, I remember now.
I think it's offensive what they're doing to these girls. I like them all as talents. I'm invested in the rest of their careers. I'm not invested in this moment in their careers at all. I will be getting up to get popcorn. I will be maybe coming back to see what the finish is so I can go, okay. I think that they're just going to put it back on Rhea. I don't see how they can not do that. But I think the whole thing is a complete miss. I think the fact that they've accidentally turned Bianca heel is stupid. Yeah. I think 3 baby faces fighting each other and just in this catty manner is just garbage, bad
and
television.
Feeling like a second thought.
Yep. Yeah, and I don't think the match is going to be that good either. And I know these guys are all really good workers, but I think it's too complicated. I remember those SmackDown Divas 3-ways and 4-way. This feels like they somehow took 3 of the best wrestlers in the world and took them back in time and made everything worse.
Yeah.
This is the unevolution of the women's division in WWE as far as I'm concerned, and I do not want to have any part of it.
You know what? I'm going to pass too. You made me go back and I was like, yeah, man. Yeah.
I wanted to watch this because Bianca Belair and Io Sky, I thought that would have been a good match. They've had matches before. I thought it would be really good. It's the equivalent of Jey Uso and Gunther inserting a third person.
Yeah.
Because the rule has been you win the Royal Rumble,
That would improve
you-
that match, though.
and it's just like,
We'll get to that.
man. So
See, I'll watch it just because I like watching Rhea Ripley. That's the only reason I'm going to watch
Yeah, I
it.
mean, of course, but that's just like eye candy. That's not really because there's anything important. And that's the worst part of it. That's what
That's why I'll watch.
to Outlaw's point,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
That's not
it's
what
a
it should be.
devolution. You just
That
watching
match is going to be
press.
so exciting on social media the next day when they've edited it down to 45 seconds.
Yeah.
That's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to that
When
part.
she gives a stink face to somebody or.
Yeah, probably. Oh,
yeah.
yes. Oh,
Nia
man.
Jax is in everybody's socials trying to get inserted.
All right, we're gonna move on here. So, LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu, United States Championship. Who's that?
Pass for me.
I'm invested.
Oh,
I
God, really?
love it. I love
Wow.
everything that
Oh.
Jacob Fatu's doing right now. And I know that LA Knight's not really been on TV a lot, but that's because Shinsuke held this ghost title forever that people didn't even remember that Shinsuke had that title for a while. And
I
then all of a sudden he
cannot care
came back
less.
and dropped it to LA Knight. And that's part of the problem. They haven't really gotten people behind LA Knight right now, but man, if there's one person in WWE that I look at as like that takes me back to my childhood of, man, wrestlers are scary. I don't want to meet them in a dark alley. There's only one. There's only one that I'm afraid of. It's Jacob Fatu. I do not want to see that guy in a dark alley ever. I think I could handle half of these other dudes because I'm a little crazy. I probably couldn't, but I think I could. Jacob Fatu? No,
I don't know.
dude. I don't care if I am fully strapped and loaded. I am turning around and running away from that guy. That is a scary dude. The promos are fire. The whole gimmick is fire. I'm invested in seeing where it goes. I'm full on invested. I can't help it. I want to see everything that Jacob Fatu does.
I don't know, man. I live next to La Indepe. Nobody really scares me anymore. It's a terrible neighborhood over here.
True.
You know what? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm jacked for this match. I think I'm a big LA Knight guy. Yeah. And then everything with the bloodline dissolving and like Outlaw was saying, those promos that Fatu is dropping, I'm all in. Like I said, I like LA Knight and I'm into what Fatu's doing. That's a perfect recipe. And styles make fights. So
I know they haven't done a good job with some of this stuff, but man, every time they're on that 3-hour SmackDown, I perk up. I run into the room from the other room to see LA Knight or to see Jacob Fatu. Yep. So I'm down for this one.
Okay, so just a note for myself. I want to watch more LA Knight because I have not been able to get into this guy.
Me neither. I don't like him.
Well, see, my thing is I don't know that I don't like him because I have not paid attention to him. He comes in and I'm like,
That's how I am.
He reminds me of Test.
Oh my!
I don't know.
Wow.
Yes.
What? What? Am I wrong? I mean, come on, guys.
I agree.
Here's the thing about Sean Ricker that I got to tell you. Like when he was Eli Drake and he was on the Indies, I've seen this guy walk into a room cold so many times where people don't know who the baby faces or heels are or whatever. He knows how to set the room. He knows how to set a match. He knows how to do the storytelling. And yeah, you might, if you are more recent to Sean Ricker's career in general, you really might not be feeling him. And I couldn't hold that against you at all. From what I've seen from this guy historically over the last 17 years, he is one of the most money guys in all of wrestling to me. And I've been following him for a long time. Oh my God. Go watch some of the footage of him and Big Papa Pump as a tag team in TNA. Holy crap. That is some good television, bro. Yeah. He's just money, so he gets the benefit of the doubt from me. I'm not saying that he should get that from you.
Yeah. I don't know. If there are some matches that you have to pass on this. So this is one of them that I will promise I'll try to make this guy into my radar more so that I can, because I know he's like super, especially Elliejare, he like loves him, but for me,
I'm not mad at anybody who's saying pass on it. I can't be.
All right.
I get your pass. It's just not a pass for me.
All right. So again, next match, it's Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair.
I'm invested in this one. Baby.
Everybody's invested
Oh,
on this
man.
shit. This is
I want to see this dude fight so bad.
yeah. I mean, I don't know what's. Again,
know
the
what
car
this
crash. This is the car crash thing, but in a better
Exactly what
way. You know, like I don't know if it's gonna be a good match. I don't know if it's gonna be a bad match.
think
I
it's gonna
just
be a
know that
train
I
wreck.
have to
Yeah.
watch it because it might happen. Like even if they make it work and they don't do anything like stupid,
Right.
that will be something. They will be like, oh my god, they pulled off a great match.
If Tiffany actually hits a straight elbow into a little stiff, oh, it's on, brother.
Yeah, I know, right? Like yes.
You
So, like,
guys are all getting worked. You're
oh my
getting
god, I
worked.
don't care. I don't care if I'm getting
That's
worked.
great, and this is where WWE gets a giant freaking check mark because
Line and sinker. Yeah.
it's a work, guys. Even in that promo, that was the clusterfuck. Yeah, they stepped out a little bit, but you could see that Wade stepped back because he heard in the earpiece to let it go. Come on,
Right.
that's the moment it becomes a work. The moment that the office is going, tee, let it go.
Yeah.
It's a work, but God bless him for it because before that, it wasn't working.
Before
No,
that was
no.
pass.
And I was a full on pass. Now I'm not invested. I will watch this, but I am not invested. I am curious to see the outcome. I'm curious to see the ending. I also think this match itself is not going to be a train wreck. I think that athletics wise, these women are two premier athletes.
Oh, yeah.
And when it comes down to time to do business, both of them are going to put whatever aside. And they're also going to say F the office because I think they're both very bullheaded here. And I think that's going to be to the benefit of the actual wrestling in the match. I think these girls are going to put on a clinic.
Yeah. Charlotte has main evented. She's been there, done that 14 times. She's going to end up. I don't think Cena wins at Mania to get the 17th title. I think Charlotte hits the 17th title. No, I'm kidding. But I think what got me invested was going off script. I was like, okay, cool. This is good. This is good writing. This is good producing. Then the fight in the parking lot. And then all the social media stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your mom. She's the one who wants to be the fourth and all that stuff. Like,
I
think
to
this
dig
is
at
going to be good.
Chicago.
Yeah,
That one
I
was
think this
great,
is
too.
going to be good. And if they may need an extra referee or somebody down. If the crowd turns on Charlotte, she's going to go off script, and then that's when it's going to get interesting.
Oh, they're going to boo her out of the building, I think.
Oh, yeah.
You know, this is how I measure things. I made a couple of new friends over the past 2 months.
Yay, I'm proud of you.
Thank you. And they have been starting to like wrestling because of what I do and everything that we do. And they found Tiffany and they like, immediately they got hooked. I don't know why. I don't know why. What was the immediate like hook? Well, yeah, of course. Like visually, people are pleasant, but that's not the point of how you get them to like wrestling.
Right.
Because you can just like look at videos on Instagram or whatever. But they've been watching and they're so invested in this thing. Sometimes I don't want to break the bubble of kayfabe. Be like, oh, but they're so invested that they're coming over to watch that match. That they so I'm like, wow.
Can I ask a question for you guys though, and maybe especially Elliejare because I know he's all about some Tiffy time. What makes her a baby face at this point? Is there something that makes Tiffy a baby face? I get that the crowd likes her, and I get that she is a baby face, but I'm wondering what is making her a baby face.
She's against Charlotte.
Period.
I'm serious.
You win.
All of her traits and everything are not baby face.
Yeah.
I think she's the sexy version of Stone Cold, where she comes out and says a thing.
My God!
I'm telling you,
I get that, but the one thing that made Stone Cold a babyface was he said, "And if you want to see me stomp a mud hole in this guy's ass, give me a hell yeah." As in, true. I'm doing it for
you. Right. Yeah. That's true.
You can be a bad guy all day long, And I've had this conversation with some wrestlers. You can be a bad guy all day long, but as long as you're doing it for the people or for a good cause or
Right.
for
Yeah.
something altruistic, you're a
Absolutely.
baby face. Have they just forgotten to give Tiff that part? Like, she can be this bitch, whatever. She can be mean. She can be super evil. But what are you doing it for?
I don't
Tell me
think
you're
they pivoted.
protecting us from Charlotte or something. Give me something.
And that's the thing is, I don't think they pivoted from it because I think they were all expecting Charlotte to be the babyface in this. And I think when she started getting booze and she started going into the booze, they didn't pivot quick enough because they could have pivoted and made Tiffany more of a babyface feel. I just don't think they have because I agree. Like,
I just need the one line. I just need Tiffy to say one time, I'm doing this to protect all of you from her. That's all she has to do.
Yep.
You want to come out here and be the bully? Well, I'm going to stand up to you, and it's, blah,
right.
blah, blah.
That line right there would have been perfect.
Yeah,
I'm going to stand up to the bully in you. Yep. Instead of the Nepo baby, she should have called her a bully, and it would have been done. She'd have won. Like, yep.
100%. So that's been my problem. That's why it's only a watch for me. That's why I can't be fully invested.
I don't know.
I need a baby face and a heel. I'm sorry.
Two invested. 3? Is that 3 or 2?
I'm just watching.
3
invested,
one watch.
I'm invested.
We know. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
I know Elliejare's invested. Are you kidding? He was invested before this match was made.
Elliejare's like, wait, it's Tiffy time? Hand sanitizer. It was hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer.
Yeah. Hand sanitizer.
That burned.
All right. Well, yeah. I think this is gonna make a lot of waves after the match, during the match. I mean, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It's social media also. Whatever happens, it's gonna be.
There will be ripples, and I don't know who's gonna win this match either. I don't know what makes sense coming out of it. So at least that is interesting.
I think Charlotte wins, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't stop Tiffany's moment at all. I don't think so. All right, let's move on. Now I put this at the very end. It should be on an undercard, but I feel like it's, at least for me, it's very important. Braun Breaker, Penta, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, Intercontinental Championship. My God, can you put more people on this thing? For me, it's an evident. I will watch it because I need to know what happened. I need to know if they're gonna put the belt on my boy Penta. It will mean so much if they actually put an individual title on him before moving on and bringing back the Lucha Bros or whatever. For me, it's an invested. I think I've been invested. I mean, I've been at the gym watching Raw at 2 p.m. because they were in Europe or whatever. So I'm definitely invested on this. But
are you invested? You're invested in the one guy and his whole career. Are you at all personally invested in any of the story leading into this match involving one guy that you really are invested in?
I was with the Braun Breaker idea, and then they put every fucking body else on it.
That's where I'm at.
That's the only problem. Like, I understand. Yes, you're right. Yes, Penta for me, it's like my boy, and whatever. You guys know. But yeah, they did kind of. They should have done that thing from the beginning when they kind of hinted at the idea that they were gonna, and then they did it overseas. They didn't show it on like the U.S. broadcast. If they had gone a straight line, yes. I don't know what Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio had to do with this. Like, I understand because I do watch that sometimes, but yeah, they should have kept it 2 guys. But now, you need to have 11 people on the marquee.
How are you going to feel when Dominic Mysterio walks out with this belt?
Yep.
It's going to confirm a lot of things for me, but I'm not going to go into detail because that will get me in trouble, definitely, if I say it. But I would not... I'm Mexican, so I would not be disappointed because that's what I expect. That's where I was going with that. Yeah, so so if that happens, I'll be like, yeah, that tracks. That's the way it's been.
I look at a match like this of okay, it's a 4-way, which we've already said. The multi-man match thing here, listen to what we've said in the past about the multi-man matches on this card. It's terrible. It's atrocious. It's killing WrestleMania, in my opinion. And this match is no exception to that. My biggest problem is now I'm looking at this match, and I like all 4 of these guys as characters. I like Penta more than the other ones because I've been invested in his career since he was feuding with Aussie Suicide and AAA. But when I look at this, I say, which one of these guys is a made man? And it's Dominic.
Yeah.
Dominic is the one that has made money for the company in the last year. Dominic is the one that put in the work, that did everything he was told, that learned the ropes, that is the Nepo baby involved here. I mean, not that Braun isn't, but the Steiners are not as in high standing as Rey Mysterio, who is a Hall of Famer and actively in this WrestleMania.
Yes.
So he's the made guy here. He's not going to come out of this without some story. They went into SummerSlam with him big last year. Big. I mean, he had the Jey Uso levels of investment last year, and I don't think they're giving up on that. I think that the swerve to this could be that Dom really gets the story rub somehow. Maybe not the belt. But that's that's the only reason to have this be a 4-way, is to make an interesting story come out of it. And maybe the belt could still go to Penta in the process of doing that. But my worry is that what you're going to see here is not what you're expecting, that this is a moment for them to do a big swerve, to get people talking, to use people's investment in Penta against them. It is still the WWE. I know Vince isn't there, so it's not every other match, but there's going to be one on WrestleMania, and I have a feeling this is going to be it. So I am invested. I'm going to watch very intently, but it's not because of the character drama. It's because of the backstage drama that went into making this clusterfuck 4-way match.
Yeah, I think Penta wins. I think
I don't know.
Finn takes the pin because he's gold, he's Teflon, and they're going to then put Dominic and Finn in a feud. There'll be a new faction with Finn, and they're going to break the record like 2 weeks later, like they did with Ricky Saints in that North American title, from debut to North American title. And Penta will then get a main roster from debut to main roster. So yeah, Penta comes out the victor.
I'm vested too. Same thing, like just because I'm a huge Penta fan. But I actually see Dom winning it, and I see him pinning Finn, and that's going to be the story. That'll be the story coming out of it. Yeah, Dom will pin Finn, and then hell, maybe Dom drops it Monday night after WrestleMania.
Yeah, it could go right to Penta. But I feel like the fix is in on this one too.
Yeah, me too. But I am going to watch it, and I'm going to enjoy it
for sure.
Yeah, no. Let me just build on what I said. If Penta doesn't win, that's just status quo. That's just the way that it stays. That's just the way that it's always been. So if it doesn't happen, if he get, I mean, having the WrestleMania moment for me is more significant than the title itself, because
if he looks at the lights, we riot. Though if he's
that
pin,
I will have a problem with that. I will have a fucking problem with that, and I will make it very loud and clear that that will be the fucking worst thing to do, because you have, because I'm sorry, but you have Finn, and we don't
exactly.
So and like, again, he's an adopted Mexican as well. I don't know if you guys know this, but so he can take the pin, because adopted Mexican, that makes you even like lower than
right.
All right.
Are there more matches on this card?
Like
of course there is more matches. Yes, we gotta continue. Night 1 co-main event. Somehow this is a co-main event. Gunther versus Jey Uso. Pass for me.
You're not invested in co-main event, Jay?
Pass for me too.
Co-main event Jey Uso?
No.
You can go and watch when he wins the Rumble in our live stream, my face and the silence we all went through. The fucking feet fell. That's how. Boy, sorry.
I think Elliejare went woo, and
can I tell
Tony
you
and I
something?
went, what the fuck just happened?
Tony, I'm invested in this one.
Oh God,
why? Look, I think Jay has been hot garbage on this run up. Tony has just left the building on this. I love it. Look, I think Jay has been hot garbage. I think that, but I love WWE for what they did. What the moment that Jay's foot got caught on the rope on that dive, the WWE machine went into full throttle. And I love that. I love that they saved this guy that they've invested in, and they've made me care about the match. The stuff with Jimmy slapping Gunther, just the presence that Gunther has, and like I want to give Gunther his flowers too. Even Gunther's LFG appearance made me more invested in this match, because now I'm a huge Gunther fan on top of it. And honestly, I don't care who wins. I really don't. I don't need the feel good moment, even though I think that's what's coming. If Gunther walks out with the title and slaps the taste out of Jay's mouth, I will watch and eat every second of that up. If Jay gets his big comeuppance against the big bad German bully, I'm fine with that too. Like, something about this harkens back to the purity of old mid 80s WWF wrestling, and I am there for it because that's what Gunther is supposed to be. This is like if Tito Santana was fighting Iron Sheik to me. I'm fine with this.
Yeah, but they could both wrestle.
Well, don't blame Jay. Jay's learning. It's only been like
learning is a main
years.
eventer WrestleMania. What the fuck?
No, he's
Come on,
co-main event Jay. It's fine. And I think the fact that this has been downgraded actually makes me more interested in it. Like, I think they're big fat liars for calling Jay Uso main event Jay. I think they're big fat liars for saying that winning the Royal Rumble makes you the main eventer of WrestleMania, because those things are no longer true. And if they say it again next year, I'm going to call foul. But I think that helps this match because it shouldn't be higher on the card than several other things. However, for what it is and where it is going to be on the card, I believe it's great. I'm invested.
Well, it's going to be right before.
Oh, I bet it.
I think it's going to open.
Punk.
No, this is going to open.
I think it's going to open night one.
Going to win the title. Gunther is the man in my eyes now for last year, losing a historic title reign to Sami Zayn, and now he's going to come out and take one for the team against Jay Uso. And I think Jay holds it for a couple of months and then gets caught in a cage or something with Gunther, and Gunther regains the championship. And if you're watching Monday Night Raw, what is happening right now will make you want to watch the 4-way with Penta, Braun Breaker,
damn it,
Finn Balor, and Dominic. Oh my god!
I don't have it on.
Look, just think about this for 1 second with Gunther, though.
Sorry,
he gave the WWE 738 days of someone to chase. Do you know how you can make baby faces? I mean, Roman did it. That's the reason why WWE is so chock full of baby faces right now.
Yep.
And Gunther, 738 days of someone to chase, man. And a great villain. I wish the title felt more elevated. I don't like that the World Heavyweight title feels like a third mid-card belt now, because I think that's silly. But at the same time,
but there's like a billion belts, so
this is going to be good.
Is it? I don't know. I heard all the I heard all the arguments. I'm still like, yeah, don't
Same. Same here.
It's just I don't know why. It is not like. You know what I think is the most, because when I was trying to be like invested, I was like, okay, man, I'm gonna give this guy a chance. He did the sleep thing, like the sleeping thing, and then they redid it again. I'm like, no, don't kayfabe the bullshit. Jesus Christ, whatever. We're moving on here.
You guys are such haters. Come on.
Night 1 main event.
Haterade.
CM Punk versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Do we know what the favorite was, or we still don't know what the favorite is? Oh yeah, he's gonna be on the side, right?
Yeah, he's gonna be on Punk's side and betray him and join Seth Rollins.
Of course, yeah. This is gonna be
he owes him a favor.
I'm not as invested as I thought I was gonna be, but I am gonna watch. It's the main event, and I already watched this like for the last 4 hours, so I mean, I might as well
Why
watch
quit
the.
now?
Yeah, why
Yeah.
quit now? I don't know. I don't know. I really like that Punk is getting his main event and all that stuff, and the thing that he talked to Paul Heyman. See, I can watch WWE. I know what they said.
Because he used to work at AEW. That's the only thing that gets him past. It's like a vaccine or something for him. Here's your cootie shot.
It's the cure. It's the cure.
No, but I mean, I like, but I just don't feel like this is something that.
But Tony, look, you're a writer. You're a writer. Go with me for a second.
Okay.
Part of some of these stories and why we're not invested in a lot of the WrestleMania stuff right now is because the stories are weak and you don't know certain things. But I want you to look at this. This match might be one of the most important ones in all of WWE history. It's not for a belt. It's for something that is more important than a belt. It's for Paul Heyman.
Yep.
This is a fight for Paul Heyman. Those are the stakes. It really is.
Live in a shark cage above it.
And what's better than a belt? A guy who can get you in the main event at WrestleMania like he got CM Punk in there. A guy who can get you a belt. A guy that can get you any match you want. A guy that can get you a contract where you don't even have to show up to work and get to be a champion for however many days Roman Reigns was a champion. There is nothing more valuable that you could have in the WWE than Paul Heyman. This is a Paul Heyman on a pole match. And I'm here to tell you, my money is on Seth Rollins walking away with Paul Heyman out of this match. I am fully invested in the storytelling going on here because it's intricate, it's nuanced, it's subtle, it's deep, and it actually has more ramifications than everything else on the card that are going to last for 5 years.
The only thing that is just that I've heard the Seth Rollins thing from like 11 people already. So I don't know if that's the actual swerve.
Look, it could go any direction. There's but that's part of why this is good. And also, you know that Paul Heyman is thinking about this one. Triple H is thinking about this. Roman Reigns is thinking about this. Seth is thinking about this. The people that are working on this one match are some of the greatest minds that this business has ever seen. They're not going to let you down. They're going to entertain you. It's their job, and they're really good at it. They're not great at doing this whole card this year. I'm sorry, H. Not the Booker of the Year. Shouldn't have put Road Dogg in a key position. But this match is good stuff. I promise you, Tony, you don't have to be invested, but I'm telling you, once this main event comes on, you're going to be watching. You're going to be glued. You're not going to know where it's going.
No, I'm certain I'm going to be watching. My point is, and maybe this is unfair, and this is something that we will talk about in another show, because I think we keep doing this when we talk about this kind of events, WrestleManias and pay-per-views. I judge by the past event, like last year, the Cody. I know, and Cody was a 2-year build, so yes, complicated to do something like that, but I just don't feel the same need to, like, it's going to be monumental. You just had to explain to me, right, that
I wasn't invested in this match at all until I realized it was a Paul Heyman on a pole match. I really wasn't. I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
I was just like, I would have rather it been CM and Roman alone, or Seth and CM, or something else. I didn't want to see another 3-way. They're all baby faces, which I fucking hate. Going into it with all 3 of them baby faces, and now we're seeing that Seth has kind of turned, and Roman is going with this tweener heel thing. Like, Roman is not doing it for the people, clearly. So he's not the baby face either. CM is the clear baby face. Roman's the tweener. Seth's going to go heel. That not being clearly defined kind of sucks, but at the same time, once I realized it was a Paul Heyman on a pole match, I'm like, that's freaking brilliant. That's got me. I hate you guys. I wanted this match to be a pass.
Yeah.
I wanted to crap on this. I wanted that for fodder on these shows for the next 4 weeks. I just wanted to keep crapping on it, but I'm so invested now. I hate them. I hate you, Triple H.
I'm with you. I'm vested in this one, and I'm the same way. I mean, Hell, you can go back watch some of our other streams. I'm like, this is just some bullshit to get Punk in the main event. But now I'm like, all right, I kind of like this. And it's Paul Heyman. It's like you said, he is a genius at this stuff. And I mean, I'm actually just looked up at Raw right now, and there's a segment at the end of Raw with CM Punk with his arm around Paul Heyman as Roman Reigns steps out of his car and sees him, and the look on all their faces. Like, that's the good stuff. What I think would be a twist to this, which I know he's in a bad light, I would love to see Brock Lesnar show up on this too.
Maybe. He's the one piece that's missing, right?
Yeah.
Have Brock Lesnar walk out at the end and Heyman look at Lesnar and then take a step over to Lesnar and screw all of them out of the WrestleMania. Yep. Wow. I would love to see that happen. But yeah, I'm invested. I want to see this match. I think it's going to be fun.
That sounds good. That sounds a good idea.
Elliejare?
Yeah, I'm watching the. I'm watching what they're doing
now.
It happened. It finally happened.
Wow, I'm pumped for this match. I think the extra little twist. If they do bring Brock, I don't think they will, but if they did, that would be
so either. But awesome.
Yeah, I agree. I think Seth walks out with the Heyman on a pole and goes on and main events for all the way up until next WrestleMania when him and Roman.
Why not Seth? Like think about when Cody came. Think about when Cody came in. Seth has not had his get back on Cody yet. He has to do it as a heel, and he took 3 pay-per-view losses in a row to that guy. I mean, and then couldn't get it back at him because he was out with the injured pec.
And I think out of all of them, he's the one that needs Heyman more. Roman can go on and keep doing his thing. Nobody's going to care. CM Punk. He's never. So out of all of them, Seth needs to win the Paul Heyman on a pole match just to get a nice run and to have that voice and to kind of change his character. Because right now, Seth Rollins is really annoying, and I think he's got much more potential.
The song is more over than the wrestler.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's up there with the Yeet, too.
All right. So I guess we are all watching. Some of us are invested. Whatever. It's gonna be it's gonna be good. I mean, it's gonna be the 5th hour of the show. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch. Okay, now, and you guys have to know that if you're listening, if you stay with us through the whole show, we had a debate whether who goes first and goes last on this list, and it was decided begrudgingly by me, no, I'm kidding, by everyone here, that night 2 main event, Cody Rhodes and John Cena was the final match that we should talk about. Everybody's nodding. But is it? I mean, I know we talked about this, and is this going to be the one that has the most repercussions in not historically, but moving forward? Because if Cena wins and then walks out, that's it, right? And then we have Cody trying to chase a new belt or whatever is going to happen. Is this or main event? Is this the most important match in the history? I think after all this explanation, after all this explanation, I think that now that we talk about it, fucking Paul Heyman on a pole is the most important match in the history of this fucking thing. So, I gotta say, I loved the build. This is the one that I actually watched. The overseas 2-hour promos that we're doing. You know, I love them. It got me fucking screaming I was fucking doing my cardio, and I'm screaming, "Oh my god, what the fuck? That's John Cena's being an asshole." It was great. But is this the most important one? Because I don't know. I will watch it. I am invested. But now, because of Justin's fucking logics, I don't know if this is the one.
Writer, but let Tilly take
there's a difference. I think there's a difference, though, right? You're saying the most important thing. No, I don't think this is the most important thing. But the difference is you said you're invested. I think we're all invested in this match, which is why I think we should talk about it last. Because the CM Punk one, we're all like, yeah, I'm kind of invested. But this one, we're all like, yeah, I'm invested. Like, I want to know where this is going to go. And I think that's why we wanted this to be the last one. Because like you said, the build of this one has been one of the better builds I've seen for a championship match between these two. I am intrigued because I really think John Cena is going to win it, but at the same time, I don't want to see him just walk away. Now, does he win it? And then The Rock goes, hold on, you can't walk away. Now you've got to defend it. Like, I'm very curious where all that's going to go. And I think this is going to be a great match. I'm definitely invested and definitely watching this one for sure.
So The Rock wanted Cody's soul. I want your soul because I want you to be my champion. Well, now Cena is going to be his champion, and he's going to have to do his bidding. That's why at some point you're going to see a double swerve or a turn back or whatever. I think that this is very significant because look at what AEW is doing, not seeing the title on TV. And you know, there's a lot of people, and
somehow that came into play.
No, it's the threat of Moxley. What else could make you a bigger heel than the threat of becoming John Moxley?
So a lot of people don't like the spinner title. A lot of people.
Heel belt.
Now, if they bring the toy belt back, a lot of purists are going to be like, oh, this MF for this MF for that. That could be the equivalent of having the title in a briefcase for a freaking year. Or worse yet, Cena wins the title, goes away, retires as the champion like Sting did, and then like the rumor is that Triple H wants to introduce a new title to get rid of the Universal Championship. So now it's like, oh, I think this is very significant for wrestling history in WWE. And then the Paul Heyman on a pole is a very, very close second.
Tony, can I go back to your question and let me answer this for you?
Go ahead.
The very first time I came in and did a podcast with you guys, I was talking to you guys about the re-education of the wrestling audience that they were doing for the Netflix era.
Right.
This is the final move in phase 1. This is like Marvel phase 1 level thinking here. And it is very intentional, I think. And the fact that they went to Europe on this big tour right before WrestleMania and this lead up, the fact that they let that audience be the ones to heel John Cena, what they're doing is they're hitting the greatest hits and they're doing it very intentionally.
Yeah.
That's why this match is important. It's important because this is the match that educates your audience. They've told you who the good guy is. Now they've defined who the bad guy is. Because remember I said back then, like, oh my God, we had this huge reset in WWE where they were just dropping titles every week and putting them on babyfaces. They did this whole big babyface reset. And it's because they had to educate the audience. They want this to be a global product. We're teaching new fans. We're giving them their Andre Hogan. We're giving them their Hogan NWO. We're giving them the moments that us other fans already have had. So we're going back in time a little bit and resetting some things. I think that's why you see Gunther and Jay as this, you know, old school heel, old school babyface kind of thing. It's why I think you see the three tweener guys fighting for the manager guy, because we're explaining the purpose and the importance of a manager in that Paul Heyman on a pole match. And with this match, we're explaining heel turns. We're explaining big surprise heel turns. We're explaining the real good versus evil to the point where Rock actually asked for his soul. You can't hit it more on the head than literally saying, hi, I'm corporate evil. Hi, I'm babyface good guy. I look clean, this, that, and the other thing. And the weirdest thing about this whole thing to me is the fact that John Cena has not once mentioned The Rock.
Yep.
I don't know that The Rock does fit in. I think that there's one little error in this whole reset for the Netflix era, which is the fact that Rock doesn't fit into plans very well. It's hard to figure out what you can and can't do with them, to the point where I think they've intentionally dropped them out of this because they don't have a plan for Rock in this storyline.
Probably.
I think they've made him go away. And everyone's like, oh, Rock's going to this, that, and the other thing. Is he? And it's possible, but literally, I don't know if they've decided that right now. They might decide that this Friday.
Yeah, he can be the voice on the speaker, right? Like, he can just be like hidden shadow figure. Yeah.
The reality is he can be whatever he wants to be, and he can be that at the drop of a hat, because that's what Nick Khan and Ari Emanuel and Pete Whitesell and these guys that are actually corporate overlording this whole thing. And people talk about Triple H all day long. Man, so much of this stuff has nothing to do with Triple H and is Nick Khan. Can we please give this man some credit? Like, Triple H is the head writer. Nick Khan runs WWE. Period. There's a hierarchy there. And The Rock is a confidant of Nick Khan, not Triple H. He can come in at any point in time and he can say, hey, Mickey boy, you know what I think we should do? I think we should change that whole ending. Why don't you go call Paul over there and tell him to fix that up for us?
I want to say, didn't Cena mention The Rock on the first heel promo, and he said something like that's why he went with him is because the fans turned on him, or something to that effect?
Nope.
He did
no,
not
I don't
say
think.
The Rock's
No,
name.
no, I don't think.
Cody said to him in the last face-to-face where they got physical
Was
that he said, and that's why you went to The Rock and blah, blah, blah. And Cena's retort had nothing to do with The Rock.
okay. I was going to say, I
Cena
remember
hasn't
him being
mentioned him at all.
mentioned, but
You know, the build, this build was so good that it might even fix Jey Uso if they do something with that, right? Like it might, I mean, because now wrestling, especially because it's part of Netflix, so now we have fans that speculate in the same way that they do with shows, right? It existed before, but now it's become this thing on Reddit when it's now Raw and SmackDown are like Severance or
right.
Things like that, right?
Yeah,
so yeah,
Wrestling should be.
it might fix it. It might fix that. So I mean, to my point that I was saying earlier, yeah, the significance of this, this is oh my god, it's just this company is amazing. This is The Rock and Stone Cold. This is because that's what I live, right? This is what I live through. Those are the moments. This is that moment for these people that are coming to watch. And I'm gonna tell you how important it is for WWE to have this. I watch a channel on YouTube, Dan Murrell. He does charts and who make the most money this week in movies, and at the end of his like what to watch this weekend, he talked about WrestleMania because now it's part of Netflix. So now he talks about it like the industry. So they have not only gotten to the point where they're the prime entertainment industry, now they are Hollywood.
Yeah.
And they're probably bigger than Hollywood because then now are every
that's because
weekend.
Of Nick Khan.
Yeah, it is.
100%. Because Nick Khan, Ari Emanuel, those guys are Hollywood.
Yep.
Yes.
Period. I mean, and they're not the only ones that run that town, but there's two. They are two of them.
Right.
Yep.
And same thing, right? I watch a guy called Flick Connects who does like upcoming movies and series coming out, and he talked about wrestling. He said, I don't even watch wrestling, but hey, it's coming out and it's gonna be a big deal. And I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Jon Stewart did a whole thing on the
I know.
Daily Show about the heel turn.
But Jon Stewart has been part of wrestling, so that one. I mean, I'm a fan of him.
But I'm just saying. But this is the goal. This is the end play. This WrestleMania. I look at this card, and you know what I say? I say, I get it. I get it, guys. You want to keep some people happy. There's a whole card that they told Triple H, man, get some of your stars on there, give them a little shine, whatever. But the top level of this thing is a very concerted effort of play at re-educating the audience, and they don't want you to come away with from this with much more than that. They really want to drive home these 2 or 3 big matches. The moments that they care about are the ones they're going to give you, and they're going to be good, and the rest is not meant to be remembered.
Yeah, and I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of, look what these stars are here, look at the Hollywood stuff going on, here's the big production stuff, because this is next Netflix Mania. That's what it is. It's the first WrestleMania from Netflix.
They're probably going to, present us with when is Stranger Things gonna come out,
Right.
They're not, because Peacock has the rights here in the US.
So
they're not going to do all of those things. But keep in mind what WWE is doing right now is They're pushing a show on a Time Warner on a Warner Brothers product with Jake Paul or Logan Paul. They're pushing a program on ESPN, which is a Disney property with Stephanie McMahon. They're pushing a program on a Fox network, which is Tubi. Tubi is owned by Fox, guys.
Right.
They're pushing shows on Peacock with their library and their streaming. They're pushing shows on Netflix. They are everywhere. They have the whole industry on lock. They are the monster. They're the machine, and it's Nick Khan.
Yep.
He has done it. He has done what Vince asked him to do 12 years ago. Vince just didn't think he was going to get pushed out in the process. But Vince McMahon got offered a crap deal from NBC Universal when he tried to sell the company. He was mortally wounded and offended by it. That's when he brought Nick Khan in, because Nick Khan had done his TV rights deal. And he was like, brother, what do I have to do to never be offended like that? They just offered me $10 billion less than my valuation. What is going on here? This is not okay. Help me out. And Nick said, I will do that, but you got to listen to me. You're going to have to make some tough choices. You're going to have to make some cuts. You're going to have to go PG. All these things came from Nick Khan, guys. I mean, Vince had started some of these things, but Nick Khan drove it home. This is his baby now, and this is the fruition of it coming into this WrestleMania. Now, if it's going to keep working or not, I don't know. But I think that what you're going to really get out of it is you're going to get 3 big moments. You're going to get the Paul Heyman on a pole moment. You're going to get the Jey Uso big, happy, shiny, happy people win, new babyface, and you're going to get a dramatic moment where I think John Cena is going to walk away with his 17th win and hold that belt and show you how to make a heel champion.
All right.
I think one other thing,
yeah,
and I know we got to wrap it up here, but
yeah,
so some of these other matches being sort of less than WrestleMania worthy in history only makes the main event matches more significant. So I think people are going to tune in for WrestleMania because it's WrestleMania, just like the Super Bowl. Oh, are you going to the Super Bowl? Yeah, I don't know who's playing, but I got tickets.
Right.
From a rich investor, whatever, rich family member. Sorry, but I think, I think it's going to be awesome. I don't think Cena wins. I think Cody somehow hulks up and good versus evil, but then having 2 babyface champions win in the same night is probably not going to happen, or same card. So yeah, I think this is going to be awesome. I'm interested to see what our beard rating is after WrestleMania. And, what do they remember? They remember the finish. And I hope this is a memorable finish.
All right. Before we wrap up, because this show is already as long as WrestleMania Night 1. Finally, which night wins? Which night is the better card? And I know it's hard because they divided that those two because I don't know if we go back most of the card, some are like really weak builds, and it's just that the match we know as fans and as people that have been watching wrestling through our whole lives, we know what the significance are, but I don't know if that will be evident to people that are just like, oh, I have Netflix, so now I can watch this, right? And this is worldwide, so that's very complicated. Which night do you guys think is the best? The best card? If you can only watch one, which one will it be?
That's hard because I honestly I think it's a dead tie, because I think you've got 2 work rate matches on both nights. I think you've got a couple of interesting moments with the ladies on both nights. I think you've got a couple of stinkers on both nights, and I think both main events are almost on equal footing. I'm going to say night 1, because I think that the finish of the triple threat match is going to get talked about more after WrestleMania, because I think it's going to end up being more interesting and more complex and more, I think it's going to have more question marks. I think you're going to know exactly where you're headed from night 2. And I think that's going to be the more obvious stamp of tune in and now watch the next part of this chapter. I think for the night one, you're going to be like, I don't even know where the hell this is going from here. I don't think they're going to give it all to us, is what I'm saying. I think on night two, you're going to get a definitive answer, Cody or Cena. So for me, if I had to pick one, because I want to see the intricacies and the intrigue, I would pick night one.
All right. Jtilly.
Yeah, I'm right there. I think it's a good question because they're both, like you said, they both got a work rate match on them. They both got a great main event. They both got matches I could care less about. I don't know. I probably night one for the same reasons because I think the intrigue of what the story will be going out of the triple threat will be interesting. Not that I don't think the story coming out of the Cody Cena match, but I think that one's going to be so straightforward for the Netflix crowd because that's the Raw programming that I think it'll be a little more straightforward. You'll know what's going to happen. But yeah, I definitely think the night one main event's going to tell more of a story and give us more investment.
Elliejare.
Yeah, after listening to the rationalization why they think night one is going to be better, I don't necessarily know who's going to win between Cody and Cena, although my WWE brain makes me want to say or think a certain thing. But like you were saying, the significance of a three-way and what it's going to mean long term. So yeah, good call. Night one, I'm in.
Well, I'm gonna go with night two because it has Penta. So fuck you guys, and that's what I'm going with.
Bang, bang.
Very well.
I forgot he was on night two, to be honest with you.
No, I actually, I'm very invested on that, but yeah, I think that the Cody Rhodes and Cena will be. I think a lot of crazy stuff are gonna happen in it that we are not seeing. That there's gonna be some well, we must see. I mean, I know that Rock might show up but
you might get some crazy shit. And honestly, it's like I'll tell you what really makes me not say night two is because I think the Damian Priest Drew McIntyre match is going to stink, and I don't want to see the Io Sky Rhea and Bianca match.
Yeah, but you have AJ Styles, bro, on it. That's gonna be
I know. I love AJ and Logan, and I love the Penta Braun thing. Like again, those are the two work rate matches to me. Yeah. But then the two stinkers are really stinky to me.
Well, I don't know if he's a stinker. I mean, really, War Raiders, the New Day. What? Why? Fuck. What? Hey, Chelsea Green, take that. Hey, you my homie. Please, you want Chelsea? Chelsea Green, take that. Jesus Christ!
Chelsea
All right,
Green. And,
okay, you know what's really going to decide this, though, guys?
What?
The thing that we are not going to find out until Friday, and that's where are they going to put Randy Orton? Because they're going to give him a match.
Oh,
yeah, that's true.
Wow.
If they put Randy Orton on night two, I'm giving it to night two. If they put him on night one, I'm giving it to night one. How about that?
What if he's the host and that's as good as
No.
How dare you, sir?
No, that'll be Karrion Kross and Scarlett hosting this year's WrestleMania. Just go.
All right, guys, we gotta go. We gotta go. This been we're already 2 hours. 2 hours in onto this thing. No, it's an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh my god!
All right, guy. Well, the stage is set. The lights are ready. The pyro's waiting. We have to wait and see if this WrestleMania is gonna be a legendary WrestleMania, or if we're gonna be watching or Switch and playing a little bit of Mario. I don't know, Mario Kart, something like that. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe. And we will be back on WrestleMania with the live stream, and we'll have a post-Mania breakdown for you guys as well. All right, so please, like I said, share, like, and subscribe, and everybody, your socials and just anything you want to add to the end of this. My name is Tony Allen. My socials are at Tony St. Allen everywhere. Follow me, whatever. I post a lot of stuff with my dog. She's very cute. All right, guys.
At Justin Harvey 75. You can find me on all social media there. My old show is MMM Show 75. You can find some fun little tidbits and Lucha Underground interviews if you are so inclined.
Jtilly.
Jtilly, No Shave Man Cave, on Facebook, NSMC_podcast, Instagram, Twitter. Get your merch at noshavemancave.com. Like you said, like, share, subscribe. And just a fun fact that I want to close with, I'm watching Bosch on Amazon Prime. And the second season, the guy whose murder's name is Tony Allen.
Oh,
So-
wow. Okay, wait a minute.
And it's like Anthony something Allen. I was like, whoa, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah,
So-
that's too close, bro.
it was a little scary. I just thought about when you said Tony ST Allen, because I think his middle initials were ST or something too. So I was like,
Oh
what the
God,
hell?
no.
But yeah, check us
Wait,
out.
I mean, I gotta go and check on.
Check out Bosch season 2 on Amazon Prime.
No, I gotta go. Oh shoot, I lost this guy. I gotta go and check on copyrights and shit because I don't know. Wait a minute. All right, let him be back. There you go. And you had to make your disappearing act.
I guess you didn't like me talking about Amazon. Sorry.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's gonna get cut off. All right, Elliejare, go ahead.
Hey, thanks for checking us out. I'm Elliejare at No Shave Man Cave, and on our for the titles, No Shave Man Cave _ title belts on Instagram. Come check us out. We are here to talk all things wrestling and some other funny stories too. So, El Editor, thanks for all the work you do behind the scenes. Outlaw, as always, thanks for joining us. JT, always on the grind, and he's doing it for you and for us, of course. So thank you to all of our thank you to all of our first responders and proud service members. We love you. Be safe. Can't wait to see you back at home. And until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you on the floor.
Lau, lau, lau.